Hey guys, Divine Burial Expert Stolzer here, back again for another video. We've got another scary riddle for you guys called Sound of the Rain. The sound of the rain is a spooky riddle. See if you can figure out the hidden meaning in this story. It might be difficult to get and it's not really all that creepy. Before we get into this story, I want to let you know something. It turns out in this website, it does have a lot of scary riddles, so I'll be reading some of those riddles for you guys and try to back up with those scary stories for you guys. Anyways, this is Sound of the Rain. Enjoy. It was raining very heavily that night. When we arrived at the spot, I stopped the car in front of the tunnel and parked temporarily. My friends and I had heard a number of rumors and legends about the area being haunted. They said if you drove your car through the tunnel at night, strange things would happen. We had come to test our courage and see if the rumors were true. There was an eerie and forbidding atmosphere in the air. The place was quite remote and not many cars came down this way. It didn't look the way it would expect a haunted place to look. After a while, I started the car again and slowly advanced into the tunnel. It was the first time I had experienced something like this, and I feel a strange mixture of excitement and fear. My friends were smiling from ear to ear like children on an amusement park ride. We drove very slowly, hoping something would happen, but we reached the end of the tunnel without expecting anything supernatural. My friends were disappointed. They had been staring out the windows, watching the walls of the tiny tunnel expectantly. Let's go through again, I said. Everyone agreed, and I made a U-turn at the end of the tunnel. Once again, we didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. We drove back and forth a few times before we started to grow bored. The rhythm of the falling rain off the roof of the car was beyond becoming annoying. After about 3 or 4 round trips, one of my friends said, "Come on, guys, let's go home." I thought he was probably right. After all, it was getting boring. But there was something strange about the tone of his voice. Just before we came to the tunnel exit, I stopped the car and looked back. I noticed that my friend who had said, "Let's go home," was shivering as if he was very cold. The others noticed too and stared at him in surprise. "What's wrong with you?" they said. "Did you see something?" "Let's just get out of here," he said, his hands trembling. The rain was getting heavier and more intense. The raindrops bouncing off the car bonnet made the harsh sound. I decided to find somewhere nearby where he could calm down. We drove out of the tunnel and turned onto the highway. There was a family restaurant at the side of the road, so I pulled into the parking lot and brought the car to a stop. My friend, who had been trembling, finally settled down. "All right," I said. "Now can you tell us what you saw?" "You didn't hear it?" he asked, giving us a questioning look. "What was it?" asked my other friend. "Some kind of a mysterious sound, a strange voice." We had no idea what he was talking about. "I couldn't hear anything above the noise of the rain," I replied. "Then you heard it," he said in a loud voice. He sat forward and his eyes grew wide. "Just tell us," we demanded angrily. "What were we supposed to hear?" After a long silence, he opened his mouth. "It was the rain," he said. "The sound of the rain." Anyways, I'll try. I'll this time I'll try to figure out the hidden meaning of the story for you guys. So since that boy was the only one can hear the sound of the rain, and while the friends were in the tunnel, then and when he was and while the others didn't hear it, then that means could it be the rain was inside the tunnel? Well, let's see in the comments see if I'm right. So from someone from so Portis says they were under the tunnel. It's not possible for it to be raining in the tunnel. Maybe it was blood dripping off the ceiling. The burned books. They heard the sound of the rain while they were in the tunnel. From Carlos Rivera, rain into the tunnel. Creepy. I am already dead. Spooky. Wait, it could have been blood. And from Animal Kingdom 2004. If you are going under a tunnel, you can't hear the rain. Okay, one last time. One more comment to go. From Popcorn Cow 77. The rain ain't hit the top of the car if they're in the tunnel, and that's the answer, cause if there was something hanging from the roof of the tunnel, then when they drive in they would have seen it before they drove under it. So I guess I'm right that it was raining in the tunnel. So it was raining blood in the tunnel. So I guess I got the riddle right. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next scary riddle and story for you guys. Bye.